And on the mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can hear myself. All right, David. Gotta get some water, man. Sorry.
All right, man. You're in front of me.
Cutting in here.
You showed us before my.
Oh boy. Here we go. All right, it's Wednesday. Welcome to KSAT News Now. Thanks for spending part of your day with us over here. Looking through our headlines today just a little bit, but just realized I shifted the commission to the office. Best city in the world. Number 5 emergency study of lawn care.
Three, two, one.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, July 13th, correct? Wednesday?
Yep, it is Wednesday. We're in the middle of the week. Thank you very much for being with us this morning on KSAT News Now. We, of course, are streaming daily from our newsroom and also have a podcast, so you can also check us out there if you would like after today's episode. But Lisa, you know, today we usually like to kind of engage in a fun little conversation to start, but after what we've seen over the past, few hours with the latest news down in Uvalde, it's kind of a difficult kind of situation here.
Yeah, so video was leaked, and we want to start with a reaction to that surveillance video. And it is difficult to watch. Many family members of the victims are outraged. It was posted by the Austin American Statesman and KVUE TV in Austin before they even had a chance to see it for themselves.
Yeah, and that's right. So KSAT right now is not airing that leaked video, but it shows, so we're going to describe it here again, not showing it, but the gunman crashed his truck outside the school, Robb Elementary. He then goes inside, walks towards the classroom before opening fire on students and teachers. And again, we know that there were 19 students that were killed and 2 teachers in that shooting.
It also shows multiple law enforcement officers arrive at the school. However, the big thing there is the lack of action. It shows that for more than an hour, 77 minutes in total, during that time the gunman stayed inside the classroom. You just see the officers kind of linger in the hallways. But here's the reaction from some of the family members.
We are pissed. These families didn't deserve it. I don't deserve it. That's a slap to our babies' faces, and we're tired of this. You know, we can't trust anybody anymore. It's aggravating.
Who do you think you are to release footage like that of our children who can't even speak for themselves, but you want to go ahead and air their final moments to the entire world? What makes you think that's okay?
Okay, right there is the stepfather of Amerie Jo Garza. That was Angel Garza right there talking, and we heard from another parent there. So we also have reaction from DPS Director Stephen McCraw and State Senator Roland Gutierrez. We'll go ahead and start here with Mr. Gutierrez first. Officials told families to prepare themselves to view this horrific footage on Sunday. Now somebody leaked it. This is appalling, that Roland Gutierrez there said in a tweet.
Uvalde Mayor Don McLaughlin also condemned the video released before families were even able to see it. Before it was leaked, investigators were originally planning to release the video Sunday after showing it to the parents. And that's a quote there from
Stephen McCraw, yes. The Texas DPS director. He basically is saying that he's deeply disappointed to see the video released before all the families were impacted that day, and the community of Uvalde had the opportunity to view it as part of Chairman Dustin Burrow's plans. Those most affected should have been among the first to see it. And again, that is the statement from DPS Director Stephen McCraw, and we know that they are conducting their investigation there. So we talked about this plan a little bit for the committee to release this video, and initially it was that they were going to show it to family members Sunday morning, and then it was going to be released out to the public, anyone that wanted to view that video themselves, and then they were going to have a press conference on Sunday as well. So Representative Burrows also tweeting the other day that he's very upset about this video being released. So there's a lot of outrage, just a lot of reaction to this.
And there were some conditions to that if it were to be released, or when it was, that certain things would be edited out. Of course, the screams of the children. So in this video that was leaked, I mean, even we all know the outcome. And I think, we know that that's what makes it so hard to see that again, and especially for the families who, again, will never have closure, to hear the parents say, we can't trust anyone anymore. Yeah, that is hard to hear, and rightfully so that they're upset that this was leaked. Again, they didn't have a chance. There are reports that maybe they got a few minutes warning, but even some parents taking to social media and saying, stop tagging me, stop texting me this video, do not share this video with me, I don't want to see it.
It's very triggering to watch. I mean, and for a lot of people there, I mean, seeing just the initial moments of it, it is very gut-wrenching and very hard to see, as we keep on mentioning there. And, there's these families should have been able to see this first. I mean, I know that obviously KVU had their methods or what they wanted to do with this video, but I think the families should have been able to see this. And as you mentioned, Alicia, there was reports that they had been offered the opportunity to see this video before it was leaked online or by those media outlets.
And this all unfolded just hours before the Uvalde City Council met to decide whether to accept Uvalde CISD Police Chief Pete Arredondo's resignation from the City Council. So with this whole case, I mean, we've seen it from the beginning. There's just been a lot of confusion, a lot of turmoil, but the City Council met yesterday, and it wasn't even, the focus was never going to be this video. No,
it never was. And you're right. This news right here was mostly overshadowed by what we saw yesterday afternoon. So Arredondo's resignation was accepted, and those in attendance at that City Council meeting applauded the news. A special election now to fill his seat has been set for November 8th.
And of course, the focus during last night's meeting shifted to this video and then the commissioner's resolutions. Now they're calling for a special session to raise the minimum age for assault-style rifles to 21.
That's right. In Texas, you must be 21 years old to purchase a pistol, but only 18 to buy a long gun, which includes rifles and shotguns. A special session is the only way laws can be made in Texas right now, but the only one with that authority is Governor Greg Abbott.
However, again, that does not seem likely, promising that the governor would call for a special session, as right now he has only asked the Texas legislature to form special committees, and those are simply to make recommendations. And even with that, if we remember, there was lawmakers that were upset because certain ones that should have been considered to be on these special committees were not.
Right.
So
yeah, and
will
this
there
is
be a special session? That's likely not going to happen.
Right. There has been nothing that indicates from the governor's office that that's going to be the case anytime soon. And again, these things usually take a while. So even though this is something that they were calling for at the city council meeting, we will see how this continues to develop and whether the governor hears this. I mean, again, a lot of just emotion, reaction to a lot of different things at that meeting yesterday. And as you mentioned here with this story, initially, I think the news was going to be Pete Arredondo accepting his resignation, and then kind of turned into something different last night.
And it'll be interesting to see if the video, the release of this, the leaking, excuse me, of this video will change the governor's mind. But we'll keep you updated on that. Again, KSAT.com is your best option to keep updated with that. But now
one more real quick point. Sticking with the video itself. Now, keep in mind on Sunday they're also going to release the preliminary report for the multiple witnesses that were interviewed by the Texas House of Representatives. So I think while a lot of people are obviously reacting to this video, I think this report is also going to be very interesting because this includes the DPS director, it includes officers that were at the scene. So that is something that we're absolutely going to keep on following and see when it comes to more transparency, more accountability. I think that's going to be a big part of this too.
Absolutely.
Obviously the video's out there. I mean, that's already out there, but this report's going to be very interesting as well.
All right, so now to some weather-related news and information. Meals on Wheels San Antonio is helping the community try and beat the heat, and they're doing it by hosting its largest distribution event ever, and it's happening this weekend. Yeah,
this is pretty cool here. So the organization, cool, no pun intended there, organization is asking for a minimum of 400 volunteers to help deliver cooling kits, AC units, so these are the wall units, and box fans to over 3,700 people.
The CEO of Meals on Wheels said a majority of people they serve have a tough time leaving their home, of course, and some of these homes only have fans and they don't have a working air conditioner.
Yeah, that was really interesting, talking with the CEO yesterday, where he was saying that a lot of their clients, they don't have circulating air, moving air. It's literally just fans that they have, either ceiling fans or box fans. So these cooling kits include water bottles, first aid kits, reusable ice packs, and cooling towels. So all very essential in these moments. And the CEO there yesterday told me that these cooling towels are actually pretty helpful, that all you got to do is dip them in water and that put them on the back of your neck, and that they usually will cool you down too. And of course, ice packs, keep them in your freezer. Also, same thing, put them on the back of your neck, and it'll really lower your temperature.
I know some photographers here at KSAT, I mean, they're out for hours on end, and several of them actually use these cooling towels, and it works. I mean, also athletes, right? You go train outside, you see some of them in the mornings with them. So every little bit helps.
Yeah, definitely. So this event is taking place Saturday. Make sure to check out the Meals on Wheels website if you would like to volunteer. Always appreciate people here coming through for those in need.
But I do have some good news.
Yes.
Well, I don't have it. I was told by meteorologists that there's a chance for rain.
I mean, there's a small chance today and tomorrow. It's not great.
do anything.
I went into it really confident,
I
and then once I
appreciate that.
started saying it, I was like, maybe not.
No, I don't mean to shoot down your positivity because there is a chance. Yes, we're excited about that. You know, I don't have a trivia question today, but I was thinking. I was inspired by meteorologist Sarah Spivey's post. Did you see her post about the playlist?
That was
Yes,
awesome.
That was so cool.
good.
Spotify, Apple Music or Spotify?
Spotify.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Spotify.
So then my question to you is, if there was a song that could best describe the weather right now, what would it be?
Oh my God.
What would your song be?
My immediate one was Nelly's It's Getting Hot in Here.
Yeah. 2000s, baby.
I don't know, for
We
me,
represent.
Yeah.
what is it, the Staying Alive?
It's getting hot.
Well,
in
okay,
here.
that's fair.
Is it by the Bee Gees?
By the Bee Gees, yeah.
Yeah.
I was
That's
thinking
how I feel.
Walking on the Sun by Smash Mouth. You remember that song?
Wow, dude.
That's a
went
throwback.
even
No,
more.
I do not remember.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Can you sing it for us?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
I will. For you
Solid.
after.
RJ's always down to sing.
I remember the melody. But on a more serious note, guys, we've been watching ERCOT. Okay, so we know on Monday they asked us to conserve. This is the latest graph on their website, and you can access this on the ERCOT website. But what's concerning is the demand is this teal line here, and the purple line is supply. It's showing that demand is going to outpace supply later today. Now, ERCOT has not put out anything. They haven't tweeted. We haven't got a statement from them. So we don't know if this really is the situation, but that's what the graph is showing. So this is something to pay attention to, and they may ask us to conserve energy again today. Again, so far, we haven't heard that plea yet from ERCOT, but we know it's going to be hot, and we know energy use is going to be very high. And I feel like I'm the bearer of bad news. I keep it coming. But I got to pass along, too, that we're going to see some Saharan dust coming in. Looks like this weekend and more so Sunday and Monday. That's when it may become a little bit more moderate. You'll see some haze in the atmosphere. Some of you may deal with some allergy issues if dust gets to you. So something to keep in mind. It's been a while since we've talked about Saharan dust, but it is making a comeback. Today is going to mark 13 days straight of 100 degrees or above. That's enough for third place. If we go 2 more days, which is entirely possible, we'll tie 2013. If we go 16 days, then we'll be in second place. The longest consecutive streak here in San Antonio, 1962, we went 21 days of 100 degrees or more. Well, that could be in jeopardy too. I mean, our 7-day forecast has triple digits across the board. Pretty incredible. Air temperatures right now 90 in San Antonio, but it feels like 95. Humidity is a little thicker today, so the heat index is a real issue. Feels like 100 in New Braunfels, feels like 98 Stinson, feels like 99 in Bandera. Forecast high today, 104. It'll feel a little bit warmer than that. You see all the triple digits around the area. Be careful again today. We can't say it enough. We had some tips there before weather. You really do want to try to stay cool because this is dangerous heat still. Forecast as far as rain goes, there is a very small chance of a shower or two in the hill country this afternoon, 10% chance. And as Alicia pointed out, there's more chances coming up tomorrow too, 20% chance on your Thursday as a little piece of energy comes through. At this point, it looks like maybe the hill country's favorite area, but we'll have a chance here in San Antonio to see a cooling shower. Let's hope. Let's hope. We need the rain so badly. Even if it's light, we'll take it. So those are 2 chances today and tomorrow. I think Friday, Saturday, Sunday's probably dry. You see the triple digit heat there. And then Monday, Tuesday, we're going to reintroduce some small rain chances. Again, nothing big, nothing drought busting, but any little bit helps at this point.
Okay, Justin.
Yes.
Hot in Here. Song by American rapper Nelly from his studio album Nellyville in 2002.
Yeah.
I know you still got that.
Isn't
Maybe.
that the one that you
It's
suggested?
a great year.
That is the one. Yeah.
Oh.
It's getting hot in
No,
here.
we know. We know.
Yeah.
Don't finish that next
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we won't. Man, that 7-day forecast looks rough.
Yeah,
To say the
definitely.
least, yeah.
Feels
Make
rough
sure to stay
already
cool.
this morning. He mentioned the humidity is what to worry about, and absolutely, like it is. You open the door, go outside, and We talked about it like an oven.
Even at night, I walked out
Yeah.
this morning before the sun came up, and it was still hot.
Yep. It's rough.
It's
out
very
there.
warm. Yeah, it is.
say
So
the
make
least.
sure, you always say this, make sure to check on your elders, your
Yes,
neighbors, and stay
neighbors,
hydrated.
yeah.
That's important.
And I mean,
Yeah.
I'll reiterate it. You need more than water at this point. You need to be consuming
Yeah.
electrolytes, and we're not talking about Gatorade because of all the sugar, right?
Okay, yeah.
So-
yeah, that's not always the best thing for you. But
No, especially if you're going to be outside.
yeah,
All right.
we're about to
Well-
nerd out a little bit here. Are
Yeah.
you into the nerd culture?
I don't like referring it to. I don't like referring. No.
Okay.
Anyways, okay, so what he's talking about, San Antonio has been ranked at the top of many lists, and that includes best city, fastest growing, good for hiking,
Yep.
of course, culture, food, and now Alamo City has landed on another list. That's the list of geekiest cities in the U.S. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't like that they. That
Well,
just
here's the
because
thing.
you like have certain events, that's
Yeah.
considered geeky.
Yeah, I think in the past, this may have been seen as kind of a dig a little bit, but here's the deal here. So San Antonio lands at number 5 of America's geekiest city. So this was a study led by a lawn care company. I think that's very interesting.
It's random, right?
Yeah, very random. Researchers ranked the 200 largest U.S. cities using metrics like their number of comic shops,
Yeah.
cosplay outlets, and how often they hosted Comic-Cons and Renaissance Festival.
Renaissance. Oh,
That's what they
okay.
call it.
Renaissance
Ren
Festival.
fairs, yeah.
Okay, so San Antonio hosts plenty of conventions. Those include the Superhero Car Show and Comic-Con, and that's happening in August. I've been to that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then the San Japan Anime Gathering, that's also an annual event.
That's pretty
so
cool.
because of these events is why San Antonio is considered a geekiest
Mm-hmm.
city, or one of the top 5. I mean, good for San Antonio. I don't think it's geeky though.
No, and of course with the boom of like esports and all that stuff,
Yeah.
the Techport Center opening up, they're hosting all sorts of events like that. But talk about gamers and things. So here's something interesting. So we did tie with Austin for having the most board game and trading card shops.
Yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
there's a lot of that here in San
Yeah.
Antonio. I think it's cool that that's another part of the interest in San Antonio.
Yes.
I don't think it's geeky.
No, okay, it's not. And again, I feel like maybe
like that just
20
adds to
years ago,
stereotypes, like,
I think
let's
20
get with
years
it.
ago that would have been more of a dig. But you hear it all the time now, like with, a lot of movies
Did y'all just see
coming
that?
out. A lot of movies coming out. The Marvel Universe, DC. I think a lot of people now. This is very much like just a pop culture thing. Hey, look, Tony Parker across our street has a collection
Very great
of
example.
superheroes and villains. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, who would ever thought that? So yeah, this is definitely something that I think is here to stay.
I think it's
I'm
just-
all about it. I'm a big Marvel fan. I like that stuff.
Exactly.
I'm a geek, I
yeah.
guess.
I don't think it's geeky. I don't know. I don't like that. I don't like that term.
Not a fan. Yeah.
Of the term.
Okay.
Of the term.
Nerd culture, geek
Yeah.
culture, not feeling it all.
Alyssa, did everyone see me reach over to his laptop? That's
sure.
because it's always on loud, and I always tell him to mute it. Anyways,
turn
that's
the
neither
volume
here nor
up.
there. We'll
It's
see you
getting hot
tomorrow at 11 a.m. Stay safe, you guys.